CryptoQ Media, I am delighted to have you back on my channel. Cryptocurrency is de-emphasized by Democrats. Alright, I understand. They despise digital currency. Additionally, they have not slurred even a single word. They remain opposed to cryptocurrency and the cryptocurrency industry as a whole. To ensure that everyone was up to date on the latest developments, the US government transferred almost $2 billion in Bitcoin to an alternative address. The Dem administration's policies are even more absurd after Donald Trump's speech 2 days ago to the exact hour and 48 hours ago, in which he promised to establish a strategic national Bitcoin reserve and retain full ownership of the cryptocurrency upon elected. What matters to me is not whether something is red or blue. Politics isn't important to me if we can stick to the topic at hand. So, I am completely uninterested in the subject matter and the content. But I can't help but think about how the Democrats are hell-bent on rolling back every single one of President Trump's policies. Democrats, meanwhile, are beginning to exhibit symptoms of wavering even with the crypto agenda. There is no interest from them in this field. Very remarkable, isn't it? As I stated in yesterday's column, the Democrats should publicly support cryptocurrencies right away, without holding back. Despite numerous admonishments, Congress has taken no action over Gary Gensler's extensive record of misconduct. Has FTX received the subpoenas that were planned? How can the United States maintain its status as the world's preeminent financial power? No longer is there an excuse to put off implementing a framework to propel the company ahead outside of the US, where regulatory regimes like MiCA are being applied with remarkable success. Everyone should be treated better as long as crypto is blocked, investors are involved, and US-based crypto firms are part of Operation Choke. We need to move quickly to resolve this issue. Whoever takes office, I pray they will immediately begin making a difference for their constituents. The time for Democrats to step up is now. Even more so, we are advocates for cryptocurrency. I also agree. Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. Honestly, I could care less about the daily news reports. Such lawmakers can have an incredibly optimistic view of Bitcoin at all times. Cryptocurrency must be given immediate priority, regardless of the political party that wins the next election. What matters most to me is that people take action, regardless of what they say. The comments made by Trump during the Bitcoin conference have infuriated many. Everyone, including the Dems, is furious because of your knowledge. Up to this point, nothing has happened. Furthermore, I simply wish to bring to everyone's attention the current sighting. May we consider the Democrats. We're talking about them because they claim to have flipped. Why is that? The announcement of $2 billion worth of Bitcoin was made only last Saturday, and we are now monitoring its movement in response to that. Oh, and look, it's located exactly where you are. Pretend I'm correct. With $1 billion worth of Silk Road, Bitcoin, and an attractive new appearance, the Biden-Harris administration is altering the market just 1 week after Trump fulfilled his vow not to sell Bitcoin to the US government. There has been no mistaking their animosity for the sector for quite some time. This is the area where they are lacking. They will do anything to stay away from Bitcoin because of how much they hate it. In my opinion, it is critical that all Bitcoin investors maintain a 100%. You will dictate the course of this industry's destiny if you can just keep your focus. President Trump quickly promised at the 2024 Bitcoin conference that he would form an advisory council focused on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. 100 days from now, they must have draft clear regulatory rules. As for those CBDCs, do not interfere. Much has been said about the CDC idea. In my opinion, that is totally absurd. But creating a group to provide rules for the cryptocurrency market is a fantastic idea. It came out of my mouth first. The SEC does not require a new chairman at this moment. Adhering to the SEC regulations is completely unnecessary. Instead of dwelling on the SEC's disappointing performance thus far, whomever is in charge of the Crypto Advisory Council should concentrate on bringing together a group of potential Web 2 and Web 3 candidates. Instead of doing anything substantial until things change, it seems like most crypto conference content is devoted to trying to win over crypto voters. Whoever the supporters are, I couldn't care less. Our sole request is to be kept informed, regardless of the result. So far, the Democrats have been unsuccessful. The Republican Party might be the only one that sticks out. Nothing is known. Details from a long time ago do come back to me. Because I can still recall this, I will go into my memory bank. This has been known about from the start, as any decent crypto fan can tell you. This coming 2019 Trump has stated that he is not interested in cryptocurrency. Very well. At around the same time, Trump began to appear in some of his own posts. In case anyone suspects photoshopping, these are actual tweets from Donald Trump. Cryptos like it annoys me that bitcoins aren't money, and it doesn't help that their value is totally subjective and unjustified. Unregulated cryptocurrency has the potential to bolster illegal industries like the drug trade. Also, Libra, Facebook's virtual money, is not going to be well respected or trustworthy. In order to comply with all banking requirements, Facebook and other companies that wish to become banks must apply for a new banking charter. There is one stable currency in the United States, and it's more reliable and strong than previously. This is in line with the practice of other large banks globally. It has unparalleled sway on the global currency market. And that will remain unchanged. The US money is known as the dollar. Is there a significant shift in this position now that we know what happened? The year is 2019. Do something to bring that to your attention. It is the year 2024. Since then, the industry has undergone a remarkable transformation and growth. Even for this, Brian Armstrong has provided us with content. I have always thought that a sitting US president would have to address the rising popularity of cryptocurrencies, and now my long-awaited dream has come true. After ignoring you for a while, they start to tease you. In the end, they decide to fight you, and you emerge victorious. Alright, folks, the third step is practically at our fingertips. Just as I said before, taking a closer look at the area and the industry reveals that it has expanded greatly since then. Personally, I don't think Trump is completely stupid. By 2024, I don't think any of these legislators are completely oblivious to the massive use of cryptocurrency. Among adults, 40% now own Bitcoin, up from 30% in 2023. Roughly speaking, that's 93 million people. The percentage of female Bitcoin owners has increased from 18% to 29%, and 63% of those female Bitcoin owners are considering purchasing more cryptocurrency. This trend is continuing to expand, even for Bitcoin exchange-traded funds. In the near future, perhaps another 29 million Americans will be able to own a home. A quarter of the population would be inclined to put money into Bitcoin if it were an exchange-traded fund ETF. Accordingly, while examining the ETFs, you can see the area is expanding at a dizzying pace just by looking at it. For this reason, there is a mad dash for lawmakers to pass legislation that will benefit cryptocurrency. Regardless of whether this administration set us up for disappointment or not, they have been crypto unfriendly. They are strongly opposed to Bitcoin. Returning to Trump's tweets, I must admit that I am not the one to blame. As an illustration of the strong governmental stance against Bitcoin, consider China's September 2021 announcement of all cryptocurrency transactions. If you could like my videos and subscribe to my channel, I would truly appreciate it.